For joining us on the news at this hour. The Vice President Kashim Shettima has restated the commitment of President Bola Tinubu's administration to revamp the nation's tax system without overburdening Nigerians. Shettima, who stated this when he received a delegation from the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, CITN, at the presidential villa, noted that no Nigerian was pleased with the illegal tax collection happening across the entire country by non-state actors. The Vice President, while soliciting CITN's insight on attracting foreign direct investment through competitive company tax rates, stressed the importance of collaborating with the CITN to adopt global best practices in tax administration, pointing out that knowledge is not something one can buy, but earned. The Rural Electrification Agency has signed 2 memoranda of understanding to generate 500 megawatts of renewable energy to electrify rural communities across the nation. The 500 megawatts would be delivered through various mini-grids to be constructed in unserved and underserved communities. The agency's Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Abba Aliyu, had on Thursday signed a 250-megawatt agreement with EM1, a renewable energy company at Eco Hotels in Lagos. Earlier, on Wednesday, the agency signed a 250-megawatt agreement with Horsepower, saying the agreement represents a significant step forward in realizing its vision of providing electricity for 23% of the 85 million Nigerians with no access to electricity. Now, a Federal High Court in Kano has issued an order stopping the Kano State government from enforcing the Kano State Emirate Council repeal law. Justice Mohammed Liman granted the order in an application by Alhaji Aminu Baba Dan Angundi, the Sarakin Dawaki Baba of the Kano Emirate. The governor of Kano State, Abba Yusuf, on Thursday reappointed Lamido Sanusi as the Emir of Kano 4 years after he was dethroned by former governor of the state, Umar Ganduje. Yusuf also deposed 5 emirs appointed by Ganduje and gave them a 48-hour ultimatum to vacate their official residences and palaces. The Kano State House of Assembly had dissolved all the 4 newly created emirate councils in the state, a development sequel to deliberations on the floor of the House during plenary. Away from Nigeria to the foreign scene, Israel Defense Forces, IDF, have said the bodies of 3 more Israeli hostages have been recovered from Gaza. They are those of Hanan Yablonka, Michael Nisemboam, and Orion Hernandez. The IDF said the men's bodies were recovered from the northern town of Jabalia overnight in a joint operation with Israel's domestic intelligence agency. It comes 1 week after 3 other hostages' bodies were retrieved from Gaza. In sport, barring any last-minute change of plan, Nigeria international and Napoli star Victor Osimhen will pen a 7-year deal with English Premier League side Chelsea in the summer. Reports say Osimhen is fully focused on joining Chelsea, even though Mauricio Pochettino has left his role as manager, while the Blues are well ahead of Paris Saint-Germain and Saudi clubs in the race for the striker. Despite Pochettino's departure, some of Chelsea's transfer plans are unlikely to change. The Nigerian striker, whose release clause is 130 million euros, an equivalent of 111 million pounds, will leave Napoli in the summer, and he desires to play in the Premier League next year wearing a Chelsea shirt. That's it for the news at this hour. Thank you so much for watching. Coming up at 2 p.m. is Story Time with Ridwan Musa Gawu. I am Omoefe Peace Osemere. Good afternoon.